I hope you're having a good day. I wanted to go ahead and give you a little bit of clarification on the Everyday Gothic assignment because I usually get some questions come in and I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what y'all ought to do is just go ahead and update this assignment a little bit. So this is not anything that's new on here. I just give you a little bit more detail. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of art, and so it could be a short story, poem, book, author, music, film. I love a piece of visual art. Any of those can work. And so you're going to tell me why they're Gothic. Now, I want you to think about this. So if you're like, okay, I'm going to talk about Walking Dead, and it's Gothic because it has zombies. That is not enough. You have to tell me why those zombies are Gothic. You see what I'm saying? I want you to do it like a deep dig into this, not just like, oh, here it is, figure it out for yourself. You need to explain to me why. Now, another thing that kind of comes up, and it doesn't come up often, but I don't like when people do it, don't pick something that we have discussed in class. So that means I do not want you to do Follow the House of Usher or Sleepy Hollow. We've already talked about it. Now, if you want to do Edgar Allan Poe, you're more than welcome to look at him. And if you want to do Washington Irving, you're more than welcome. But I just don't want the whole thing to be about something we've already talked about. That does not seem fair to me. Okay? And so I went ahead and I said I wanted to go ahead and break the grade breakdown a little bit more for you. So your PowerPoint 60%. That's where you discuss the elements, and then your written summation, which is really basically a summary of your PowerPoint, is 40%. Okay, so now also right here, this is the same. You're going to put your PowerPoint in the discussion forum. You're going to put your written summation in the assignments tab where it says Everyday Gothic. Okay, so this is something I added because I think it can be very helpful. So I basically broke down the PowerPoint for you because somebody asked me how many slides do I need, and that's something that comes up a lot. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. I divided this into parts, not slide numbers, and we'll talk about that and why I did that. So I definitely think you're going to have an intro/summary. It may take multiple pages. So if you're going to give me all of Annabel Lee, which is a poem by Edgar Allan Poe, you're going to put the whole thing on a paper, then that's definitely probably going to take multiple slides, and that shouldn't count into your slide count but so much. See what I'm saying? So if you're going to put the whole piece in there and then you're like, oh, but I've got enough slides, that's not really right. Okay, so your intro summary of the piece, and that's where you can show it as well. The reasons that your piece is Gothic. Now this is the important part, and I would think you would need 2 to 3 reasons, and it may take multiple pages. That just depends on how far you dig into it. Then you're going to have your conclusion, and then you're going to have your works cited. The only thing that you need to cite for this is the work itself. So if you're going to talk about Annabel Lee, you just got to cite Annabel Lee, and that's it. You really don't need anything else because this is your analysis. Okay, so I said a good presentation cannot be shorter than 6 slides. I would think 6 slides would be short though, so just kind of keep that in your mind. So I went ahead and got a Gothic presentation that made a good grade, and so I'm going to show you this one just for a second. Actually, I don't even think I need to pull up, I don't need to present it the way as a presentation. Anyway, sorry. So what we have here is we have our cover page. If any of y'all seen Twin Peaks, it is such a great little show. Oh, I loved it. But this is not why this was a good presentation. It does have some problems. But so what they do here is they introduce and they sum up what goes on in Twin Peaks. So then this person decided I'm going to have a thesis page slide. And so we're going to talk about Gothic scenery, domestic Gothic, the supernatural, and duality. So this person has 4 reasons, and then hopefully they're going to dig deep into that. I know they are. So then they talk about Gothic scenery and images, and they talk about some of these things. I might say, give me a little bit more about why dark, mysterious woods are Gothic. And then like hallways. Why is that scary? Just a hallway? I mean, tell me why that's scary. Okay. Domestic Gothic, and so they talk about domestic violence and rape and incest, which are both parts of Twin Peaks. So kind of keep that in your mind, and then, oh, this one is so scary because it's the killer, but also you can't read what is being said here, so I would say let's find another background, but the supernatural. And so it says demon forces, and then they explained a little bit. Possession, they explain a little bit. Gateways to unseen worlds, and maybe tell me why those things are Gothic. And lastly, and I think this is maybe this person's best point and the craziest slide of all, dualities, and I think this person might need to go into a little bit more detail with that. Then this person sums it up, and then we have, well, they actually have a video and they don't have a works cited, which you do need, so keep that in your mind. Okay, so I'm trying to think. So just a couple things. This is a good presentation, and this is actually on Blackboard in assignments. And then I do have for you, I actually have some examples of things that you might want to use. So I was thinking just great pieces. I really like a lot of these, but again, you pick what you want to pick. Some of these have more explanation than others. Like, I know I've had a couple students do American Gothic, and they've talked a lot about that one. There's not quite so much about Saturn devouring his son, so kind of keep those things in your mind. But pick a piece. If you have any questions about it, always let me know. I hope this helps. Oh, and lastly, on your written summation, you don't have to have your work cited because you're going to put it on the presentation. If you put it on both, you're not going to get in trouble. But anyway, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye.